So I am 22 years old, and I was diagnosed with celiac disease September 23rd, 2013. I was 18 years old at the time. It was my freshman year of college. And I remember specifically the very first day I actually ate in the cafeteria at at uh at college. I had gotten chicken tenders and fries. And then I came home to my blood test results came back, and it said that I have celiac disease, and that I was also vitamin D deficient. But from then on, it was a hard learning curve. I mean, I heard about celiac disease for a while. My mother's best friend had celiac disease. One of my aunts had celiac disease since she was a child, and it just spiraled from there with my family. Before I was diagnosed, my aunt, one of my other aunts, she was diagnosed, and then two of her children were diagnosed. My dad got tested. He had celiac. My middle sister, she has been tested multiple times for celiac disease, and it always came back negative. But she got tested again, and it said it was positive, and she had the biopsy to say that, she definitely had it. So then I got tested after she got tested, and then we forced our oldest sister to get tested because there's the chance that with each family member that you have that has celiac disease, your chance of getting it rises about 6%. So with, my aunt, two of my cousins, my dad, we all were tested, we all have it. Well, not all of us. Out of the 18 of us biologically related, 9 of us have celiac disease. Yeah. So it's a hassle learning how to do a celiac diet. My mom does not have celiac disease. It's on my dad's side of the family. So I just remember my mom having to learn so much stuff about celiac disease and, what we could and couldn't eat. And I remember we went on a camping trip, me and my mom, with Girl Scouts. And she bought a bag of Twizzlers because she loves Twizzlers, loves them. And I figured, if my mom's eating them, I can eat them. She's been learning. She doesn't usually bring stuff with wheat or gluten into the house. So I remember eating one, and she's just like, "What are you eating?" I was like, "A Twizzler." She's like, "No, you can't have that. The second ingredient is wheat." And you just don't think sometimes that a Twizzler has wheat in it. And it's crazy sometimes. There's just times where you don't think, but the stomach ache after is just so not worth it. It's terrible. It like paralyzes you sometimes. And that's when you start learning after those first couple of times after you've been diagnosed that, you got to stay away from it. Otherwise you're just like, you're out of commission for a while. That's all it is. It's a learning curve. It's, you go out places, yes, gluten-free specifically on your meals. And there's always that chance that, there'll be cross-contamination. But then you get the people's like, "Oh, you're doing it just for a fad." And it's like, no, I'm not doing it for a fad, because it does damage. It does damage to me. And it's really not good for people who don't have celiac disease. If you eat gluten-free, it does damage to you, because all the stuff that they put into gluten-free foods is so much worse for you. They put in extra sugar or extra fat to hide the bland taste. It's not fun. And I mean, some people do lose weight. I have been teetering on my weight for 4 years since I've had celiac disease. So the next time you hear someone saying, "Oh, I have to eat gluten-free," wonder if they have celiac disease.